Assalamualaikum and good morning. I'm Hafizudin by Nawi. I will be doing a presentation on the articles No Such Thing as Bad Leadership by Rajiv Peshawaria. So let us start with the first rule, which is the topic. Based on the topic alone, this article might be an informative speech as it explains about the true meaning of leadership and that there is no good or bad ones. The article believes that there is no such thing as bad leadership because leadership does not refer to a person in power. Let us start with the second one, which is content. The article first talked about how people see bad leadership do exist by stating some examples that they know of, such as Hitler and Stalin. He also mentioned that one of the participants in one of his seminars was very upset, and he started to ramble about his encounter with bad leadership in his career. After that, writers started to question whether those people that they had mentioned are even leaders at all. He said that they might just be people who accidentally found themselves in a position of power by luck, force, or nefarious means. He said that the word leader is always misunderstood. Writers say that the word leader does not correspond with position of power or authority. He also said that the word leadership agrees the best with working towards a better future. A leader is supposed to create a future not for themselves but for others as well. You need to have a clear vision of the future, as well as a good judgment between what is right and what is wrong. He continues on to talk about some people that have very self-centered purpose, and they are willing to do anything to get to it by ignoring their moral compass. They are able to achieve their goals, thus shaping them into what people would call or see as bad leaders. The writer wrote that a person with a wider purpose and good moral values is what makes a leader. The writer concludes by saying that we should keep the title leader to people who actually deserve it. Moving on, we will go towards the source of the article. So the article was written by Rajiv Peshawaria. He is actually the founder and the president of the leadership company, otherwise known as LEC. He's also the author of the Wall Street Journal and Amazon bestseller books. He is a regular writer for Forbes. He has been a consultant on leadership for many years and has held many leadership positions in famous companies such as Coca-Cola, HSBC, and the American Express. He has been speaking, coaching, and consulting globally, for example, in the United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, United States of America, as well as Switzerland. He also has been featured in many media platforms such as television show, radio show, online vlogs, and such. So, from his past articles, as well as the book that he has written, not to mention his diverse work experience in many leadership positions, it is safe to see that his credibility in writing regarding this topic is legit. Moving on, we will touch on the audience. So, I think this article is intended for workers who are working in an organization or a company, as well as those higher up the chain. The content of the whole article seems to focus on changing the mindset of those workers towards their superior, as well as educating those in power the real meaning of leadership. For those that work on their own or by themselves, will not be as interested in this topic. The style of the writing also seems to target adults who is currently working or in the business itself. Moving on to number 5, which is the purpose. The purpose of this article is to change the way people really understand what leadership really is. The writer also wants to state that there is no bad leaders because of what a leader represent. The writer also wants to show that you can only become a leader by being unselfish and sticking to your moral compass. Let's not waste any time and move to number 6, which is perspective. So the writer's stance in this article is that leadership requires a person to focus more on the greater good than going for accomplishment, as well as having a good sense of judgment. Thus, by referring to this statement, an assumption can be made that there is no way for bad leaders to exist, only bad bosses. I agree with the writer's stance that a leader should be able to improve the life of others, as well as maintaining their moral values. According to M. Freud, a good leader should give credit when it is due and be brave to take responsibility for the blame whenever it is necessary. Not only that, a real leader should be able to relate to the employees by taking a view from their side of understanding. I also disagree with the writer's stance, saying that bad leaders do not exist because there is a type of leaders that take advantage of others by using threats and claims regarding their position. Not only that, but there are some leaders who are working for others, but if it fails, they would feign ignorance and sometimes even force the blame onto their subordinates. Finally, we reach number 7, which is the impact. The article had given an impact to the readers. People who read this should be more aware that people in high position or power is not necessarily the leader. People should be able to differentiate between a leader and a bad superior. Therefore, they should know whether they are being taken advantage of. The writer also mentioned that they should know what does leadership mean, so that they will be able to improve themselves to build a brighter future. To conclude, a leader is not something to reach upon, but it is something to be recognized as. The more people realize that it is not a prize, but more of an achievement by completing certain requirement, a person should be able to be given this title by others based on his or her contribution. That is all from me. Thank you.